Hello! We're on day 6. You're getting me after an afternoon in IKEA, so of course I have the biggest headache going. Which means that I am in agony right now. Okay, cool. So today is day 6, which means tomorrow is the end of our challenge, and it's the end of our time together, which is so sad. But hopefully really, really exciting. So we've had lots and lots of successes over the last few days, and I'll be celebrating those tomorrow in the group, which is going to be awesome. But today is all about pre-qualification and about handling objections before they even come up in the conversation. So what tends to happen with discovery calls, or the kind of feedback that I get from a lot of people, is that they will book a discovery call with somebody who looks like an ideal client. That person will be really excited to get on the phone with them, and then come to the end bit when you're actually talking about the program or talking about the program or the service or product that you're going to be putting them into. You then get hit with all of these objections around things like money, around needing to talk to their partner first, around needing to think about it for a little while, or even things like, oh, I'm interviewing other coaches, lots and lots of different objections that come up. So what I want to do is make sure that when you are advertising your discovery calls, so when you're doing things like the viral Facebook post, when you're doing things like the emails, the solo mailers, the newsletters, that kind of thing, that you're actually advertising your discovery calls in a way that addresses those objections first, and that comes in 2 separate stages. So the first stage is all about adding value, and that is showing them the value in what it is that your programs actually provide. So what I mean by that is regularly talking or posting in your viral posts that you're looking for people to book free assessments or discovery calls from, is talking about the value that your program actually adds, and making sure, and this is probably more relevant, if I'm honest, on a discovery call post or an email advertising that you have spaces for discovery calls rather than a free 20-minute assessment. The reason being that if you start talking about how great your program is on a free 20-minute assessment post, it's going to look a little bit inauthentic, okay? So make sure that when you're talking about on your discovery call posts or your discovery call emails, that you're talking about the value your program actually adds. So think about what successes clients may have had with your program. Think about the way that it's designed to make them feel. How are they currently feeling if they're stuck and if they're going through problems or struggles, and how do they feel when they get to the end? How do they feel when they finish your program? What's the feeling when they walk away? The next thing you want to do is be very specific about who you want to attract and invite into these calls, okay? So almost disqualifying or polarizing your audience, a bit like we talked about when we were talking about your message on Monday, but actually polarizing that even further and saying, if you are somebody that X, Y, Z, then this is for you. But if you are somebody who doesn't X, Y, Z, then this isn't for you. Being really clear about that, and it's one of the things that actually, if you visit one of my latest sales pages, which is www.jessicalorma.com/sell-out-success-, you can see the first iteration for the Sell Out Success sales page. And on that, I was very, very clear about the kinds of women that I wanted to invite into the program. I was very, very clear about the kinds of women that probably wouldn't enjoy the program that I was running. So you can check out that there. So if you are thinking about objections in advance and how you can best pre-qualify your audience, then you need to be thinking about the value that your program's saying. Hey Neve, and I've just seen a Facebook post from you that said you were pole dancing. So I hope your first pole dancing class went well. I really love it, so really hope that went well for you. I can't wait to hear all the goss. So we're just talking about how you can pre-qualify and how you can handle objections before they come up in the discovery call itself. And part of that is going to be talking about and this is specifically when you're advertising discovery calls, talking about the value that your program will add. So talking about how people have felt or how they are going to feel after they've ended the program, and also things like talking about and appealing to their main pain points. So thinking about what what your program actually covers and how it will meet their needs. And that's all going to be based on the amazing market research you've been doing around who your ideal client is. Second way is to be very, very specific about the people that are going to get these spots, and almost making them and being very clear about the fact that it's an application process. Your pole dancing class is life-changing. That's amazing. Pole dancing changes your life, honestly. I'm an absolute addict now and have about 6 poles, I think. It's awesome. Will be life-changing. Your core will never be the same again. But yeah, so the second way is to be very, very specific about the kinds of people that you want on those calls. So being very specific as to, are they making a certain amount of money per month already? Are they in a certain state or frame of mind? So ready for success, ready to succeed. Are they in a current place in their relationship? You know, if you're a relationship coach, already on Tinder and kind of ready to explore the online dating world, or are they somebody that's just coming out of a bad breakup and that, you know, is looking for somebody to get them from bad breakup to ready to get onto Match.com? Okay, so be very specific about the person that you want, and then be specific about the person that you don't want to apply for these sessions. So, for example, one of the things that I say regularly in my copy is, if you don't want to make an impact, if you're not ready to change the world, if you don't want to make money in a way that's authentic to who you are, and you're just viewing people as cash cows, don't come to me, because I want people who are authentic, people who genuinely want to make a bigger impact on the world, and people who are actually ready to go out there and see success in the form of them changing the lives of others. So that's very specific, because I want people who are in the right mindset. I don't want people who are coming from a place of, you know, overwhelm and stress and financial worry. I want people who are coming from a place of, okay, I might have limited funds, but I am really ready for this and I'm prepared to work for it. I want people who are ready to see the impact that their kind of business is going to make to others, so people who are ready to change the lives of others, and people who are interested in giving back to others through their work. And that's not, I don't mean giving away their work for free, I mean in terms of actually seeing other people's lives change. So people specifically in health coaching, life coaching, relationship coaching, selling products or services that are actually designed to transform other people's lives. So be specific about those things and address those objections when you are advertising those calls. So say, you know, I used to be, one of the things that I'm always saying to people is, I used to be you, you know, I used to be that woman in the corporate job. I know what it's like to have that really, really good 6-figure salary with a stable salary coming in every month. I know what that's like. I also know that it's not fulfilling, and that actually the best thing I ever did was to leave my job and make a life and kind of carve out this coaching niche in the online world. You know, so I'm very specific about, if you are somebody who knows that there's something better and who knows that their business can grow quicker, faster, and make more money in a more impactful and authentic way, I'm your girl. If you're somebody who wants to have a 6-figure launch and you want to do it in an impactful and authentic way, I'm your girl. If you're somebody that views every single person as a dollar sign, I'm probably not for you. Okay, so I want you to be really clear about that in your copy, and don't be afraid to polarize people. Don't be afraid to say, you know, actually, I'm looking for people who are ready to invest in themselves. I'm looking for people who are ready to invest in their own learning development, who are ready to learn from somebody who's invested. Because if you are anything like me, you've probably already invested lots of money in coaching, whether that's group coaching programs, whether that's self-study programs, whether that's intensive days, whatever that might be. You've probably already put a lot of time and effort and energy and money into finding your niche in the coaching world. So make sure that you are getting people who are, they know that they're investing not only in you, but also in the years of experience and the time, energy and effort and money that you've put into learning. So they're learning from everybody. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So make sure that you are being specific, make sure that you are polarizing people, and make sure that you're addressing those objections head on. So if one of the objections that you get very, very often is, I'm going to need to talk to my partner about this, make sure that in your copy or in your application for that discovery call, you're saying, you know, please make sure that before our discovery call, you have gone and spoken to your nearest and dearest, and that they are okay and happy for you to invest. Because if you haven't, these spots come with a fast action bonus, or these spots come with, you know, some kind of really cool incentive if you sign up there and then. And if you have to go away and if you have to talk about it with your husband or partner, you're not committed, you know, you're not fully invested to the process yet. And I want people that are action takers, people that are ready, people that, you know, have decided that this is for them. And by getting on a discovery call with me, that's what you're entering into. You're entering into a powerful conversation about how my coaching in business, in relationships, in health, whatever, is about to change your life. And what I'd rather do is enter into that fully, openly, and honestly. Okay, so think about the main objections that you get. Think about what comes up for you in discovery calls. Is it that people aren't ready to invest? Is it that people are, you know, coming up with lots of money objections? Is it that people are worried about what their husband, partner, family might think? You know, is it that people always say to you, oh, I need to go away and think about it, or I'm not really sure this is right for me right now, or oh, I'm interviewing a lot of other coaches? Make sure that when you're addressing what you're putting out there for these discovery calls, you're actually talking about and playing to those things. So if one of the things that you always get is, I'm talking to a lot of coaches, one of the things that you might use in your copy is, if you talk to a lot of coaches, or if you're interviewing a lot of coaches and you don't feel like one of them is right for you, I'm going to tell you on our discovery call whether I'm the right fit. And if I am, then you can guarantee that I'm 150% invested in you, your relationship, your business, your health, whatever. But if I'm not even going to offer you into one of my programs. You know, that totally differentiates you from every other business coach that's going, I want everybody in my discovery calls. I want to appeal to everybody, okay? Because you're saying, no, I want to appeal to that person who has been looking at lots of coaches and knows that they're not right for them, but they can't pick up on why. So if I'm right for you, and if I think I'm the right fit for you, and if I think I'm 100% invested in you, then I'm going to tell you. If not, on that discovery call, I'm not going to offer you anything. Okay, so that again gives you integrity, authenticity, trust. If you're somebody that gets a lot of objections around money, and you're thinking, you know what, everybody that books in for a discovery call with me, they just don't have the money to pay me. On your qualification questionnaire for your discovery calls, have you considered putting in a question like, are you financially ready and able to invest in coaching with me right now? If you don't want to be that blunt about it, because I'm a Brit and we're all pretty upfront and direct, then you can always put something like, have you checked out my latest programs, and does one of them particularly resonate with you? Because we can talk about that on your call. Okay, so you're preparing them for that conversation, because they know, yes, lots of objections around money. Yeah, exactly. If you start talking about money before they get onto that discovery call, so if you add things like, are you financially able and ready to invest in coaching right now? Or things like, have you checked out my latest programs and packages, and are you aware of their pricing structure? You could even do things like, you know, there is a you could talk about in your copy there being a pay in full bonus, or there being a fast action bonus in the form of something really cool, so that they think, okay, this isn't, you know, taking their focus off of the money and thinking about the actual investment they're making, the value that they're getting from making that investment, rather than focusing on the money that they're going to be paying and thinking, oh, this is scary, this is a scary amount of money. They're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to be making all that amazing value. You know, so that comes with explaining your program, explaining what they're going to be getting, explaining what the transformation process might entail, explaining what other clients might have experienced, or, you know, your own journey and how that's going to affect them. Does that all make sense? I hope so. So that's my challenge to you today, is to actually go out there, and when you're writing your next post for discovery calls only, this is not for free 20-minute sessions, this is only for discovery calls, you want to be addressing those concerns very specifically in the pre-qualification, so in the questionnaire, in your copy, whatever. When you are posting about free assessments, and if you've just come with this, you get a take up, but not from people who are prepared to invest in me. When you're doing those free assessments, again, go down, get to the nitty-gritty and be really specific. So don't be afraid in your free assessment post to write things like, I'm looking for women who have invested in their business, who are ready to take their business to that next level and need, or who are ready to take their relationship or to their health to the next level, and work with somebody for 20 minutes to have a powerful transformative conversation around XYZ. Because in your 20-minute assessment, if you state that you are looking for somebody who's already previously invested, they're much more likely to invest in another coach or in another program, because they will have seen some kind of value. Even if it's not the value they wanted from the first one, they will have seen value, and so they will actually understand and be much more ready to invest than somebody who is first time and thinking, oh god, I don't know this world, and has very, very kind of a lot of different mentalities around investing that amount of money at one point. Okay, you know, so if you're talking about the free 20-minute assessments, focus on the value. So focus on, okay, you're going to get a free 20-minute assessment and it's going to be amazing, we're going to have this powerful transformative conversation, but I'm only looking for women who are ready to receive true value, who have already invested in their business, who have already experienced the powers of coaching and are ready for more and are ready to kind of build on that work that's already been done, and things like that. So it's polarizing that audience. Yeah, your takeaway is that your copy needs to improve. I think, yeah, exactly. Your takeaway is that your copy needs to improve, but ultimately it's that your copy needs to address objections before they arise. Okay, and even if you've got a type form that kind of goes around your discovery calls, think about how you're positioning that copy in the first place for them to see. So if your copy is currently saying, yay, everybody come and book a discovery call with me, you're going to get people take it up, but they're not always going to be your ideal clients. If your copy is saying, hey, these specific people, you are my ideals, come and have this transformative conversation with me in the form of a free 20-minute assessment. If you've already invested, if you've already understood the powers of coaching and what it can do for you, because then you're not trying to kind of sell the idea of coaching and action taking to a complete newbie. Or if you're going out for the discovery call, posting about discovery calls or emailing out about discovery calls, go for the I'm looking for women who are ready to invest. I'm looking for women who are ready to take action. I'm looking for women who, actually have been on my list for a while and thinking, you know what, I really need to get in touch with her. I want those women because my prices are about to go up. If they are, if they're not, don't do that. Or because I can only accept another 3 clients this month, or because I'm looking for a specific amount of action takers to really build the high vibe with the group program that I've got going on. Whatever it is, that's what you need to be doing. You need to be polarizing people, demonstrating your specific niche in the market, demonstrating that you know them, you know their patient, the best person possible to help them, either on a discovery call to make that decision about coaching and moving forward with coaching their business, or in that free 20-minute assessment where they can have that powerful transformative conversation with you, and then they can look at the potential of working with you in the future. Is that all clear? I hope so. I'm like, I hope so. Good. So, any questions on that? Any questions there that I need to answer or help anybody with? Any questions? If you're wondering why I look so tired and crap, I've been at IKEA all afternoon, so I have a big headache, but also I'm now considering buying a ridiculously expensive wardrobe because it's got lots of cool little bits that go inside it. Yeah, exactly that, Neve. I'm only looking for women who have already invested in the business, who are ready to take a business to the next level, ready to take action, and you want those women because you're a friggin' awesome mindset coach who is ready to deal with women that want to experience a higher level of success in their life or business. Loud caps, I was taking notes. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Those are what you want to be doing. You want to be being specific. You want to be looking for those action takers, and you want to be telling them, if you are this person, you need to be coming and talking to me. Okay, does that all make sense? I hope so. Okay, good. Awesome, my lovelies. In which case, I am having some kind of dinner soiree tonight. It's all very exciting. IKEA is an energy zapper. Yes, yes it is. Yeah, it's such an energy zap that I've actually just had to watch Bake Off, the creme de la creme version, which is where all these cool professional chefs get together and they make desserts, and it's really awesome. So I've watched that to cheer myself up, and it's been great. Sam has been planning out our new wardrobe. Also great. Amazing. Okay, my lovelies, in which case I am going to go and spend my evening with some wonderful food. I will be back tomorrow for the last day of our challenge, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be a really, really cool day tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating some awesome wins and successes. There's going to be a really, really simple but effective challenge for tomorrow, which you can either do tomorrow or you can do on Monday, depending on how chilled you're feeling on a Sunday afternoon. And then we're going to be talking about all of the amazing value that's coming to the group next week, which is going to be super exciting. So make sure that you're there tomorrow, or that you catch the replay if you're enjoying a really nice Sunday family afternoon.